We come to Cyprus on our tour, where Greece and Turkey meet, with tombs below and mythic tales, and art beneath your feet. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to My Travel Window, where we help you travel as far as you can while you can. Today we continue with a review of Mediterranean ports, concentrating on the lovely island of Cyprus and the cruise port of Limassol. Like our last port review, I'm going to give you 6 things to know about Cyprus before you go. Then I'm going to talk about our tour, why we took it, what we thought about it, and whether we'd do it again. So let's start. Here's 6 things you should know about Cyprus. Number 1, Cyprus has a long and complex history. The island dates back to Greek mythology of 700 BC or earlier, where it was known as the mythic birthplace of the goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, and procreation. Her name comes from Aphros, which is the Greek word for foam, and she allegedly sprang from sea foam that sprayed around this rock that you see in this picture. The population of the island is roughly 80% Greek and 20% Turkish. It sets the stage for most of its modern history. Number 2, as an independent country, its story is short. For over 80 years leading up to 1960, Cyprus was under British control. But in 1960, Britain granted independence to the island under a new constitution which guaranteed representation for each of the 2 nationalities. The problem is that the representation that was set was not agreeable to either party. Number 3, it's a divided island, including the capital. The initial constitution lasted only 3 years. When a coup was initiated by the Greeks in 1974, Turkey sent forces to the island. They wound up dividing the island in 2, as you can see here, and in that division included the capital of Nicosia, which is the last remaining divided capital in the world. Greeks were forced to move out of the Turkish areas, Turks were moved out of the Greek areas, so that they are now 2 largely homogeneous countries. The Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is recognized only by Turkey. The Republic of Cyprus is internationally accepted and is part of the European Union, so you can use euros while you're there. Number 4, the UK still maintains 2 sovereign bases. The 2 British bases are located on the southern shore. In addition to providing a stabilizing presence on the island, they also provide a positive impact on the Cypriot economy. Number 5, the economy is agriculture, tourism, and trade. You'll immediately be struck by the pleasant climate and the beautiful landscape of the country. It has a rugged natural beauty, and it boasts a broad range of agricultural products. Its position in the Mediterranean makes shipping a natural industry, but its main economic growth in recent years has come from tourism. Its crime rate is low. It ranks in approximately the top third of European countries, making it a relatively prosperous nation. Lastly, number 6, cruise ships dock in Limassol, and tours generally go to one of 4 places, as you'll see on the map here. Limassol itself, the divided capital of Nicosia, the seaport town of Paphos, and the ancient Greek ruins of Kurion and the quaint Ottoman village. While all 4 tours featured things that were attractive to us, we chose the trip to Paphos, which was the only location for which we knew anything. We knew it as the hometown of the New Testament apostle Barnabas and the location of one of Paul's first converts on his first missionary journey. Before I get to the details of the tour itself, let me invite you to subscribe to our channel. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll be advised of all of our upcoming videos. We're going to be reviewing Ephesus, Athens, Istanbul, and more. And we're also going to soon have videos of our 2 transatlantic crossings which we've done this year, and we'll compare and contrast them. They were very different. So it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and it really helps the channel out by telling YouTube that people are interested in the content that we provide. Our trip to Paphos had 4 highlights. First, a tour of the countryside, including a stop at a huge rock known in Greek mythology as the birthplace of Aphrodite, which I've mentioned already. The road from Limassol to Paphos is pleasant, taking you through charming, mostly agricultural towns and along a picturesque coastline, including this scenic overlook of the rock itself. 2. The tombs of the kings. Just before we reached the town of Paphos, we stopped at the ancient sprawling cemetery called the Tombs of the Kings. Wealthy people, not actually kings, were buried here from the 4th century BC until the 3rd century AD. As you can see, these were tombs, mostly underground, which were fashioned after the wealthy villas of the day. Bodies would be placed into niches in the walls so those entombed could enjoy the afterlife in the manner to which they had become accustomed. The setting is also beautiful. 3. The Paphos Mosaics. This is what I referred to in the poem as the art underneath your feet. For me, the biggest attraction is a collection of spectacular floor mosaics. The first mosaic was discovered in 1962 by a farmer plowing his field. These 4th century wonders are considered among the finest ancient mosaics in the world, and you can see why. It is a lovely place to visit, and the art is striking. Finally, number 4, lunch al fresco. Once finished with a good day of sightseeing, there was just enough time to grab a local lunch. The fare is thoroughly Greek, and the outdoor setting is fabulous. The mid-November weather was perfect. As promised, here's the analysis of our tour. Ship tour or independent? We chose a ship tour because of the tight time frame, knowing we were selecting one of the tours furthest away and wanted to eliminate any possibility of missing the ship. And the price was reasonable. Our Norwegian package included $50 off on the second person, making it competitive with other options. Were we pleased? Absolutely. Excellent guide, well-paced, thorough tour. Would we have selected this tour if we knew how it would turn out? Yes, absolutely. Would we do it a second time? Well, if we ever return to Cyprus, I would probably choose to diversify our experience by choosing one of the other excursions. Not because this was not a good one, though. Next time, I'm going to digress from this series, and we're going to cover our transatlantic crossing on the Enchanted Princess. It was a 15-day trip that included some interesting stops along the way, and it was fascinating. We discovered there are many surprises associated with the transatlantic crossing. You don't want to miss it. Until then, safe travels. Welcome back to my travel window. Welcome back to my travel window, where we help you travel, which sets the stage for most of its modern history, as you will see shortly. Greeks moved out of the dirt. It has become part of the European Union. The Turkish Republic of Northern Ireland, on the other hand, is recognized only by Turkey and the location of the Apostle Paul. We knew it as the location of